But Marathwada and Western Maharashtra were in the middle of drought. I found no drought. I found a gigantic water crisis, which will get worse even if you have a good monsoon because of the way we are using the water. We have, as I've said, an inequality crisis. You've had a resource conflict crisis. Look at your water crisis. You are 16% of the world's population with 4% of the world's water. Okay? And how are you using that water? We need to have this crisis. You need to have this crisis. Well, in the same areas where the drought was really acute, including Mumbai-Pune highway, I came across buildings, structures where you had multi-storied buildings with a swimming pool on every floor. Please. This is known as Aquaria Grande. It's set to come up in Goregaon in Mumbai. There are 37 floors in this building and there are 2 towers, so 74 swimming pools. Now, here's the interesting thing from my point of view. Can you show us the next one, please? That's how the artist's vision, my nightmare, the artist's vision of 74 swimming pools. Luckily, the thing is stopped because of the amount of noise, and at least it hasn't progressed for whatever reason. Can you move forward? 74 swimming pools in all their lit up glory at night. Go on. Here we have Chennai, far more refined culture, one every 4 floors. Then go on. This is my favorite ad. On the road from Mumbai to Pune, there are 23 villas that have each a swimming pool in one complex. Look at that. I love that slogan. Luxury homes with an attached forest reserve. In Maharashtra, even the damn tiger doesn't have an attached forest reserve. Can you go on? Now, this is the residence of one gentleman. Mr. Mukesh Ambani's, I don't know what you want to call it. I have no words, I'm speechless. It, I think, has 5 swimming pools. It has, so far, only 3 helipads. Yeah, so it's all in the blueprint, you can read up on it. And don't ask how much electricity it consumes. But it consumes so much, but he pays on time, you see. So the electricity department electricity board gave him a 10% discount for prompt payment. A few lakhs is the amount. Go on. That's it, closer. Go on. Now, not very far from that ad of the luxury villas are people who collect water in the traditional Indian method on these places. Bucket queues for hours and hours from 4 a.m. in the morning. Go on. Saying she has been to 6 different water points when I met her that day, and each time has to fill some buckets and walk back to her home. Go on. Go on. Now, here are people from Telangana, from Mehboob Nagar. This is another story of water. Here's the interesting thing. Now, if you're someone like me, perverse curiosity, when I see these buildings coming up, I go and ask the laborers. I interview the laborers, not the occupants. I ask them, who are you? Where did you come from? You're building these pools and swimming pools. Almost 100% of those people working on these super buildings are landless farmers and marginal farmers who have fled their villages as refugees of the drought. The water crisis in their villages drives them to Mumbai to build buildings with swimming pools on each floor. What thoughts would be in your head when you are putting in the 37th swimming pool and you have left your lands fallow to run dry, to produce nothing because there's no water? But there's water for the swimming pools. These people, they're very extraordinary. These are from your district of Mehboob Nagar. Where do they work and what construction work are they doing? They're working in the most sophisticated research facility, one of India's most sophisticated research facilities. the Baba Atomic Research Center, where they are doing construction labor. And they sleep outside the bark at night. This is monsoon, they are sleeping in the rain. And with typical Telugu humor, when I ask them about their water crisis, they say, now no crisis, we are sleeping in the rain. We are flooded. Every night we get water.